sadly leaving Birchcliffe Cabin. Going for a drain. Just paddling away. Got everything packed up. Sun's out. Still a bit cloudy, might rain, but we're headed on. Pretty sad to leave. But we may return to this cabin someday.
It is a gem.
Really nice spot. It's a lot of work to get here.
A lot of work to get out.
Yeah, a lot of work to get out too. From Birchcliffe to Calm, 10:10. The cabin's just over to the right. And you had to paddle over into the bay, around the first little point in the bay. And there's the big swamp. And you just enter the creek through there, and then it winds through a little ways, up through. And you get out up in here. There's a little dock. A lot of people have a hard time finding this portage because it's not directly on the lake and it's not signed on the lake. You actually have to come through the creek before you see the portage sign. But we're going to see what we can do with this portage, and then we're on Calm Lake. So we made it over to Calm Lake. The portage from Birchcliffe over to here, well, you had to start going through that swamp, but it's pretty well uphill the whole way here. It's pretty tough, not too bad though. If you're going the other way from Calm to Birchcliffe, you'd be downhill almost the whole way. So, and we got over here to Calm and noticed the big nest over in the distance. Pretty sure it's an osprey nest. And this guy's been chirping and flying all over. He came out of the nest. He's not too happy we're here. But yeah, we have another big portage ahead of us just across that side of the lake. And what's that put us into? McDonald?
J.E.H. McDonald.
Puts us into J.E.H. McDonald. How long is that portage?
10:55.
10:55, and we just did a 10:10. So we're just having a snack and a drink, and then we'll start getting through that one. Got a nice little brookie on here. Slimy. Biggest brookie I've ever got in the park. Mama Osprey finally decided to go back to her nest now that we're across the lake. Alright, so we're on an island site on Lauren Harris. Stopped here for some lunch. We got 2 of the 1,000-meter portages done. We got a pot heating up there with water. We're gonna have the loaded potato soup. We had the broccoli yesterday and we had one of these the other day. Very tasty. Steakhouse. So after we have our lunch, and we got some water going over there, the gravity filter system. After lunch, here's our portage right over there. Just 20 meters into that next part. And then we have a 400 meter and a 10 meter. And then after that we have a 1900 meter that we're undecided whether we're going to get it done today or not. See how it goes. Clouds keep threatening that might have a storm coming. But we'll take advantage of the good weather as long as we can. Pretty nice little lake though. This site is the only site on the lake, but it's situated right in between a little sliver of land connecting 2 islands. So we'll get rehydrated and refueled and then we'll be on our way. That was a good one.
Yeah.
Moose number 4.
He spotted a friend of mine. Okay, we just made it in off Laughlin Creek, if I'm saying it, or Laughlin Lake. That sounds better. Seen a moose on our way in just after our lunch spot there and our paddle through. It was a nice little winding almost creek, more than a lake, or a creek or a pond I should say. But really nice paddle through there, and moose dead center in the middle of it, right out in the middle. You could just see its head when we paddled up on it. Let us get pretty close to it on our paddle through too, so it was a great sighting. Now we just got this 495 into barred owl, and after that it's a 10 meter, and then we're gonna see how it goes if we want to tackle a 1910 before we call it quits today, or maybe set up camp right before that so we can go at it fresh in the morning. We will see.
And that is the start of our trail.
Yeah, it doesn't look like a great start.
Right up the hill.
It's only about 500, so shouldn't be too bad.
We'll get her.
Okay, we're at the one end of the Nod Lake to Nippissing River, 1825 portage. Jaren should be coming through any minute. Just give you a quick panorama of what we came into. It's quite a long portage. We just split it into two to save us. It's the end of the day, and we are both pretty spent, so just give you a walk back up the trail a bit. See if we could spy Jaren. That's the campsite up that to the right there. There's a monster hill at the end of this one. Luckily we were coming down it. Wouldn't want to be portaging out of the nip this way, that's for sure. You made it.